Hey guys, welcome to another Hunter video. I'm a Night Elf Hunter on the Whisperwind server, and I'm gonna take this video to just show you and talk about some things that I've been asked about. And a lot of questions that I've been asked about is my new trinket, the Deathbringer's Will. Now this is a very interesting trinket, a lot of armor pen, which is not the best for a Beastmaster, but very good for a lot of classes and a lot of different specs as well. That includes the Hunter. Now, as you can see, it has a chance to awaken the powers of the races of Northrend, and it temporarily transforms you into whatever, and it all depends on which class you are. So it procs very easily and very quickly, and one of the forms is a Tonka, this Tauren looking thing. And you have animations such as Dance, which is pretty much all the same as the Tauren. And with this proc, you get 1200 attack power for 30 seconds. And once the 30 seconds runs out, there is an internal cooldown, about a minute or so. And then you can get the proc again. And next, we have a Vicro. You know those big giant looking things in Ice Crown? Well, you're one of them except a smaller version. And you get 600 agility for 30 seconds. Sometimes you get ones with armor, sometimes you get Mr. Naked Guy. And lastly, you get also an Iron Dwarf, which has the same animations of a regular dwarf, and it'll give you 600 critical strike for 30 seconds. And there's nothing special about an Iron Dwarf. You can get the same thing with a very simple item over in the Storm Peaks. Alright, now I know I've been complaining that I've had my Alduar bow for so long. However, just tonight I got it changed. In a recent raid, actually just a few hours ago, I was the only hunter and this bow dropped, and the rogue and the warrior were nice enough to actually give it to the hunter who actually really needed it, which is me. And so my luck is turning, definitely turning. And this is where I got it. Goodbye old Alduar bow, Siren's Cry. We've had some good times. However, this is my new, I can't even say the first word, Bongbo, with a 40 DPS white damage increase just from the bow alone. Now let's take a look at some of my DPS for this fight. So far, overall, I'm the top DPS with about 6,300 on Lady Death Whisper. I am top DPS again with about 5,700. Third on DPS for a trash fight. First with 7k something DPS because I had my cooldowns. 7k again in trash fight, and more trash fight with 8k DPS. But this is just to address those people who have been saying that Beastmasters aren't really good in raids. Now I admit Beastmaster Hunters aren't as great compared to Survival or Marksman, but they're only a few hundred DPS off in raids. And you know what? Let me put this into words. I'm not really new to Beastmaster. I didn't just switch a little while ago. So for those of you who have just started watching my videos, I'm a Beastmaster and I'm gonna stick with it. And if you think that you can do more DPS as a marksman or survival, keep it to yourself because I don't really care. That's pretty much it. Now for those people who say that Beastmasters are crappy and they are completely not raid viable, I know for a fact you have not touched Beastmaster spec or know how to actually play it, or actually are a skilled player, and you probably haven't touched the spec since 3.0. Now, there have been a lot of recent buffs to the spec, and we are very well viable nowadays. And so, if you don't think you're viable, just take a look at a well-geared and well-spec'd and well-skilled Beastmaster Hunter in your next raid, if you actually do try to invite him, and he'll most likely out DPS you. Maybe. Anyways, yeah, as a Beastmaster Hunter, I've never really had trouble getting into raids or, performing well in raids. So that's just something to keep in mind next time you decide to choose your spec. Marksman, very good for high-end gear. Survival, also very good. And Beastmaster takes a little skill, but you can also be very competitive. And so that's all that I wanted to mention for this video. Thank you very much for watching. And oh, I have 2 new axes that I use, only because they look cooler. And take care, till next time.
Hi boys, after watching Tribunal X Hunter's videos, I suddenly have the urge to
Subscribe. Hey, where are my pants?